Hi, thanks for joining me today. My name is Kim Yamamoto. We're going to talk about bullying again. This is part 2. Hope you had the chance to check out part 1. We're going to talk about what do you do if your child is the bully. In special education, this often happens. Don't avoid the situation. It's something that your child can recover from. My child was bullied and he became a bully. He learned how to bully. But he got through both of them. And so you can too. And that's one of the messages that I want you to walk away from this video with. You can help to resolve this issue. So let's get started. First of all, you need to find out exactly what's happening. Sometimes a functional behavioral assessment is a way to find out what is happening on campus with your child in the environment with the adults around him. Second, you want to gather as much data as humanly possible. Talk to the people that see the actions going on. Go in to observe. Get the data. Third, you need to have a meeting with the school to help to come up with solutions. Sometimes this is separate with the administration and your IEP team, but if you can have it together, that's optimal. You want to sit down with a team of people who are ready to make a plan of action to change the situation. It is possible to help a bully recover. It is. It's that they don't understand socially or they're making emotional choices that aren't within the norm. And you can change this. So, you've collected your data. Now you're sitting at the table with either the administrator or your full IEP team. Whichever it is, whatever is agreed upon, please make sure you get it in writing. We want to make sure your time is used and is valuable. So getting whatever is agreed upon in writing will help people follow through with whatever is agreed upon. Okay, so we're in the meeting and we're talking about your child's behavior, your actions. You want to identify specifically what the actions are. You then want to go through and talk about what are the remedies, and then the remedies would be something like, we need to teach him social stories or social scripts, or he needs to have better understanding of this situation, or he or she needs to have better understanding of their emotions in this situation, or they need to be educated on what choices they can make and prompted before those choices happen. So those are things that you can do educationally to help with the situation. Second of all, you need to look at the environment around him. Is there enough educational support? Is it all prepared? Is it optimal to improve this child's behavior? The third piece to this, and this is the most critical, you need to have all of the professionals that the student comes in contact with using the same language to guide towards positive or appropriate behavior. If someone is redirecting the student in a negative way or using a certain phrase, these things can cause the situation to get worse. So everybody's basically using the same language and the same approach. It's really important. Now, once you have how you're going to teach a child or prompt the child in the situation, the next piece you need is what is appropriate consequences. So many times schools jump to suspension, whether it's in school or out of school suspension. Well, for some kids like mine, he thought it was a reward. Woohoo! I am super special. I get to stay home even if I'm totally unplugged and get no electronics. It's still special because I'm doing something unique. So for him, it was picking up trash in the cafeteria and on the playground. You have to find a consequence that is going to work. If they think the consequence is a reward, it's not very effective. So you need to talk about how you're going to educate the situation and then what kind of appropriate consequences need to be put in place. And again, you need to get this in writing. Technically, this is called a behavior plan, this whole thing that I'm talking about. If you're doing a functional behavioral assessment, typically a behavior plan comes next. But sometimes there are situations that need to be addressed now. And so a temporary behavior plan needs to be put in place, or a plan of action needs to be put in place. Just make sure that's in writing so everybody's on the same page. Those are the tips for today. If you have a child who's being bullied by a professional or someone on campus, that is video number 3. Please don't forget to check that out. And if your child is being bullied, that was bullying video number 1, so stop by and check that out as well. We have a couple great articles on my website. I'd love for you to stop in when you can and check them out. They're just for you. Thanks. Have a great day.